The fall of Stark Tower was just the beginning. Over the past few weeks, the Fold has aggressively ramped up its campaign to take over all of humanity. Many of our closest friends and allies remain unaccounted for. We have to assume they've been taken into the Fold.
It's no coincidence either. The Fold's primary targets are clearly superhumans. And thanks to the acquisition of Fury and his decades of intel, they've been able to make serious inroads in expanding the Collective's power base. Fortunately, Fury's knowledge of Wakanda isn't comprehensive, which is why we've been using Black Panther's palace as our temporary base of operations.
Fold forces were unable to retrieve Venom and Green Goblin after you defeated them. Using the pure nanite samples your team obtained from Prison 42, we've been able to cure these two criminals of their infection.
Venom and Goblin both claim a strong desire to help us stop the Fold. They're not the most trustworthy of allies, but frankly, we can't afford to turn them away. With the Fold growing exponentially, infecting entire populations at a time, it's becoming obvious we can't win a war of attrition against them. Their network seems to be the key. If we could only find a way to disrupt it. Unfortunately, they've clearly been taking steps to make that all but impossible.
Our best minds are working hard to devise a strategy to defeat the Fold before it becomes unstoppable. We'll let you know if and when we come up with anything solid.
My home is yours, friends. Everything here is at your disposal. Let us meet at the briefing station when you are ready to act.
We don't have time for these games, Osborn. Tell us everything you know about the Fold, now!
When will you self-righteous fools accept that I have nothing to tell you?
We spent precious antidote on you, Norman. We gave you back to yourself. You owe us.
Really? And you think I've forgotten who put me in that position in the first place?
Damn it! You were one of the first nanite agents to be forced into action by the Collective. You must have some memory, some knowledge of it that we can use.
You're asking a brain cell what the rest of the brain is thinking. Do you understand that? When you ripped me from the Fold, you ripped away almost everything I knew about it.
Ripped? Norman, are you saying you'd rather go back?
No! No. I do remember how it felt. All my own desires overruled by those of the One Mind. Nothing left. No Norman Osborn. No Green Goblin. Nothing. I want this thing destroyed. Perhaps more than even you two do. But all I can offer you to aid in that cause is myself. Ah, it's you. That's a relative term, but I'm happy to finally be uncollared with my mind clear at last. Your incessant prattling is gonna get you killed one of these days. If you know what's good for you, you'll give me a wide berth. When this is over, I'll happily blow you to smithereens.
Great. The webhead wants to talk. It may be a hand-me-down, Parker, but at least I had the good sense not to throw it away. Brains. Seriously though, Parker, if they get me again, turn me into one of them. Promise me you'll kill me. Don't get used to it.
Armed and ready.
Hey, how's it going? I don't know what to think anymore. But if the Fold takes over, the future I knew will look almost appealing in some ways. Point taken. I'm just saying we can't let either of those futures happen. At least we know they can't both happen. It's a good question. They know we're here, but Seems like right now they have other fish to fry. Yeah, you may be right. Let's hope that involves taking them down so fast they don't have time to counterattack. Okay, I've got to run. Take care.
Hello, my friend. What can I do for you? Reasonably sure, thanks to your timely intervention. Now that we know how the Fold operates, we can be ready. Many? No. But parting with even one loyal friend is terrible. I pray we don't lose more in the coming conflict. A few escaped, but most did not. The Fold's abilities are formidable, and they continue to grow every day. I will have to bid you goodbye for now.
Hello, Sue. I can't say I wasn't concerned, but now I understand why you did it. At this point, my full attention is devoted to studying how the Fold's control network is evolving. I'm cautiously optimistic. If we can find a weak link in their security, we'll have a chance to destroy the Fold in one fell swoop. I can't help but feel like this is all my fault. I have to solve this, Susan, or I'll die knowing I doomed humanity to becoming a race of mental slaves. I see. Very amusing. Thanks, Susan. I needed that. Hello, Johnny. I can't say I wasn't concerned, but now I understand why you did it. At this point, my full attention is devoted to studying how the Fold's control network is evolving. The network is the key to the Fold's existence. With it, they're almost unstoppable. Without it, the Fold wouldn't even exist. It's the latter possibility we're exploring. I can't help but feel like this is all my fault. I have to solve this, Johnny, or I'll die knowing I doomed humanity to becoming a race of mental slaves. Thanks, Johnny. I hope you're right. Hello, Ben. I can't say I wasn't concerned, but now I understand why you did it. At this point, my full attention is devoted to studying how the Fold's control network is evolving. In addition to their network encryption becoming even more robust, there are indications they are experimenting with trying to share special abilities beyond just their local groups. We have to hope they don't succeed in that. I can't help but feel like this is all my fault. I have to solve this, Ben, or I'll die knowing I doomed humanity to becoming a race of mental slaves. Agreed. On both counts.
Sure, why not?
Hi. I'm pretty busy right now, but I guess I can chat for a moment. We're doing our best. They're extending their influence much faster than we would have ever envisioned. I wish I knew. They must have set up some major production facilities somewhere. And fast. The bottom line is we don't have much time. We project all metahumans could be absorbed within 3 weeks. The rest of the population would fall several months later. If we can't come up with a plan very quickly, we won't have any say in the matter.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you? Hank and I have been studying the tech recovered after we liberated Wakanda City. It's given us some insight into how the Fold's network configuration is evolving. The network is the key to the Fold's existence. With it, they're almost unstoppable. Without it, the Fold wouldn't even exist. It's the latter possibility we're exploring. There's no way to really know. Based on the conversation with Nick Fury, I'd say their own personalities are intact, but their desires have all been converted into those of the group mind. I doubt they have any use for the shutdown signal. Their members are completely compliant. I only wish we could send that signal through their network. It would end this conflict in the blink of an eye. Well, I need to get back to work. Goodbye.
Now it's a party. What do you want? Let's just say it's good to be back down to just 2 voices in my head. Wish we had the luxury of putting that to the test, but I want the Fold dead as much as any of you. Maybe more. Hey, I didn't have control over my actions, which isn't to say I feel bad about them. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat for now.
What do you want? The things you really believe you want, realizing they're not yours, and yet not being able to do anything about it. Finding yourself pursuing someone else's goals, it was quietly terrifying. If it's any consolation, I'll be fighting to free them from that hell as hard as any of you. I'm sure I will be once this is all over, but for now, you need my help against the Fold. So glad to have your approval. It means so much to me. I grow fatigued, if you'll excuse me.